It's Friday night, live from Nick's Garage, and I'm your host, Nick. How you guys doing? Hope you're all doing well. And I wanted to say happy Easter to whoever's celebrating Easter, so happy Easter to you guys. And let's go through on with what's going on with my shop here this week. And I just want to show you a few things. But first, let me just tell you something. Isn't this cool? Sequential flashes on a 69 Camaro.
Nick, you like LED lights?
I'm not crazy about LED, but you know what? It sure looks sharp on this car.
It does.
I love it. Just love it. We just had them installed. Then we had to put a special relay so they could work as a sequential flasher, which Manny took care of that. And next week we're sending it out to Chassis Dyno to see what it can do. You know, people were asking me if there was a 350 engine in this car or a 383 stroker. And what I found out from the client that this is a small block, but a 427 cubic inch.
Wow.
This is going to be something. I don't know what it's going to perform on the chassis dyno next week, but you know what? We're going to find out when the time comes.
It's a beaut.
I know we're not going to make a video on that because that's not our district. It won't be there. When I drop off the car, hopefully we get good news. I might be there if I have the time. I would like to see what happens on the chassis dyno with those full throttle with the wheels spinning when the car is chained down on the tracks. It'll be something to see.
And Nick, aren't there rumors floating around that this was a celebrity car at one point?
You know, I don't know. Someone said it could belong to Paul Newman before, but I'm not so sure. I wouldn't want to say that, but anyways.
That's a rumor that we've heard.
Yes, this is a Restomod 69 Camaro. Beautiful piece.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. I'll just shut down the flashers. Anyways, it's been a long week here. This week I got some pretty interesting cars. We've got a few of them out this week. I just wanted to say that here's something I worked on many, many, many years ago when this car used to belong to George. Right now it belongs to a new guy named Tom. He owns it, a local Quebecer. This is a 1969 Chrysler 300. Yes, with a 440 that I built, I believe, 10, 11, 12 years ago down at the old shop. Still running, but it came in for a ball joint and check out the front end. That's all, but besides that, it works like a champ. There it is, built 10 to 12 years ago, still running like a champ, still running on points, and the way I put it together. And all it does is just add fuel.
Nick, you built them too good. You never have to make them rebuilt. They last and last.
But you know, it's interesting. You know, I like a lot of 440s coming to my shop. A lot of people call me the 440 man. But you know what? I just built what comes around. And I wanted to show you something very rare that just came in this week. Came for a front brake job. Right here, 1969 Grand Parisien. What's unique about this thing? It came from the factory with a big block Chev 427. Look at it. All from the factory.
What a beast. Fits in there nicely, though.
It is. It fits like a glove. It is from the factory. Apparently, someone just gave me some numbers that apparently there's no more than, or should I say, there's just less than 20 cars produced. Four-door Grand Parisien with a big block 427. I've taken it for a ride earlier this afternoon to test out the brakes because we did a caliper job and the brake hoses, and we wanted to test it out, see how it goes, and it sure went like a smooth ride. Like the old cars, you know, even though you hit a pothole, you don't even feel it. You just go over the pothole and you don't feel anything. It's not like today's cars, but it sure is a beautiful ride.
Sadly, your cameraman was not here for the event.
Okay.
I wish I'd been here for that one. Oh well, what a beast.
I just want to make...
Sorry, Nick, giving him a peek here.
Is it windy outside or what?
Yeah, if people are here whistling and banging, it's the...
Look at that, Grand Parisien, 1969. And it is a Canadian car. It was sold here in Canada, and it's a rare piece. Let me introduce you guys to somebody, NEIKO Batsos. We're on live camera here. And this is the man who made his own film on the Challenger, remember?
Yeah.
So you're learning this in school.
Yeah.
If you want to introduce yourself, go ahead.
Oh, hi, I'm Nico. I made two videos on Nick. I made the short clip with the vanishing point. And then I did a small documentary on how Nick got into his cars and all of that stuff. So I came to see the live show because, well, I love cars. It's one of my passions. And also to learn how to film and stuff like that because I'm in a video production course at Vanier.
Excellent.
That's good.
Glad to have you here, man.
Thanks.
And I also heard you're going to go to Motorama in Toronto.
Yeah. To catch Nick's display of all his cars.
Well, there's going to be like 350 cars on display at the Motorama. We're going to bring 10 cars from Quebec. We're going to put them on display with the our own section called Nick's Garage, of course. We're going to have a great time. We're going to have a lot of people. We have a lot of people from Ontario, should I say, a lot of viewers. We have a lot of Quebecers going over to Motorama. And it's going to be our first international show in a long time. And it's going to be the first time I'm going to show off my Kowalski Challenger. Besides being on video, but live for people to see it, it's going to be at Motorama. So you guys, April 30th, and or should I say 29, 30, and the 1st of May, we're all going to be in Toronto the whole weekend.
That's it.
So I'm hoping to meet everybody there in person finally, because on camera they see us, but I don't see them.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see the viewers in person.
Yeah, and that's gonna be something awesome to see, like the viewers reacting to how amazing the Kowalski came out. And
You know what? It's going to be my first show. It's going to be a major show in Toronto, and I can't wait to get there.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that, you guys, and I'll be there.
Nick, let me just throw in for Melissa, if you could put up the link for Nico's channel, Nico Batso's fresh YouTube star here.
Go ahead.
Melissa will put that up in the chat for anybody who wants to go and subscribe and blow up the channel.
There you go.
Cool, man.
There you go. So welcome aboard tonight, buddy.
Thanks. I'll leave
All right.
it to Nick and
Sorry?
I'll leave it back to Nick, and I'll let him do his show, and I'll stay in the back row.
Okay, no problem.
Glad to have you here.
Okay, so here we go. I just wanted to make, just take a tour of what I do on a Friday night. Every second Friday night, I take my viewers for a tour in my shop, what's going on during the week. So anyways, we just talked about the taillights on the 69 Restomod Camaro. This 440 that I built 10, 12 years ago at the old shop. Introducing a very rare 69 Grand Parisien with a 427 from the factory. Not even 20 units were built like this from what I heard this afternoon.
Crazy.
It is something very special. Anything else special? Look at this 1929 Nash. Yes, this car was sold in 1929 in Quebec.
In Quebec.
And you know what? This car was sold in Quebec, and you know the price on this car back then was $3,200. That's correct, $3,200. That's the price of a little house back then. Just to show you, it takes a lot of money sometimes to buy something unique and very special. This car has all the best features you can think of. 1929 with wooden wheels. You ever seen that? Check this out, Nick.
Yeah.
It's got a. That's right. And what size is this? The tire?
I think like 20 inch, probably.
Yeah, they had it back then, and today it's modern. And look at that, they had it back then. It's very nice.
And it's wood. It's all wood, right?
That is. This is wood. And you know, my client ordered a carburetor kit, so we're gonna have it next Wednesday, so I can get it going, because I'd really love to get this car running. I want to hear it.
Oh, Nick, I want to be there for this one too.
And you know what? And we also got a brand new heat raiser valve, because we took it off to get welded. It had a few cracks, but we decided to replace, because after removing it, I don't know if it's here. Here it is. Here it is. They call this a heat raiser valve. If you take a good look, look how many cracks it's got. This side, over here, over there. Look at this. Everywhere. And they call this a heat raiser valve where the carburetor sits on. Anyways,
What a beautiful old lump, though. I would keep that on my desk.
this is technology of 1929. It is a one barrel. Made, it's a Carter carburetor on it. But anyways, we're going to get these parts next week. Hopefully, because I'd sure like to take this car for a road test.
Nick, I just got to interject and let you know that Mike J sent you $20 in a super chat,
Thank you, Mike.
and he said he hopes you go live from the car show next weekend.
You know that, yeah, you know it falls on a Friday night that we do live shows. So I don't know how, if we're going to do it or not, but we're going to see then.
I'm
Okay.
going to try to drive all the way out from Montreal and see you on the Saturday. So I don't think we're necessarily going to have a live on the Friday. But while I'm there Saturday, we might be, if we can get a signal in
Yes.
that crazy hall, because there's going to be a million other people there with cell phones. If we can get a signal, I'm going to try and get some kind of live out just for a few minutes if we can.
Yep.
I can't promise anything, but we're going to do our best.
You know, it's all new to us. We're going to be doing this for the first time. It's going to be a big crowd. Like you said, a lot of cell phones. It's a cement building. Who knows? But you know what? Maybe we'll give it a shot and see how it goes. So, George, if you're willing, I'm with you. And Melissa's with us on board. I'm for it.
We'll do our best.
Okay. Good stuff.
That's all we can do. Nick is the best.
That's it. I've got Tony's Camaro here. It's ready to go. Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I was just taking a peek more at the Nash.
Yeah,
Look
I've
at
got
this.
Tony's car here. This is I've got just one thing left. Christina's got to do the stripe on the hood. The rest is done. We did everything on it. We did the panels, the electrical, suspension, the steering. frame connectors, gears, motor job, 427. All I'm waiting for is one beautiful day so I can take it for a road test and make a video and drive it with a real 427 underneath the hood.
We wanted to shoot that video this week, but it just rained every day.
Yeah, you know, it's been raining every day here in Montreal, Laval. But the day will come, we're going to do it.
Nick, the Hemi 440 God has got two 427s in his shop.
Yes, that's true. You know. Anyways, here, I want to show you guys something. Look, you know, people want to know, how does a 4-speed work? Here, let's take this one. This is a B-body, 23 spline, 40 big block with a pistol grip. This is a rare pistol grip. If you look at it, it's got an odd shape to it because this is made 1 year only, 1970 B-body with a console. Yes, this is very rare. I have it as a spare piece. I love them. I'll always love the pistol grip. But if you guys want to see how it works, if you come on this side, George, I want to show the people how a linkage works on a 4-speed manual transmission. Here we go.
I'm going to get my mic in nice
Now,
and close to him so we can hear that.
If you guys can see this is neutral. Here we go. First gear, neutral. Second gear, neutral. Third gear, neutral. Fourth gear, neutral. Reverse. So there you have it. And then when that thing clicks in reverse, that backup light switch activates the reverse light that's on the dash, which is very cool from Chrysler. And then back into neutral. There you go, you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Don't you love that sound?
I talked over it, but that click of reverse is just the most amazing thing.
It is. This is something very special. It's the pistol grip, very rare piece. Nico, you know what this is? The same shifter, but this is a lot longer than the one I have in Kowalski Challenger.
Yeah, it's your favorite shifter, but they still make the Hearst pistol grip, but it doesn't look the same like the original.
No.
That original.
Genuine piece.
And it's so comfortable when you feel it and you drive it.
It is.
It's so accurate.
You know, what a shifter. Only Chrysler has it, and you know, they did a great job on this.
Yeah. I wish they put this in the new Challengers, but it's not exact like
Wow.
not the same shape. You know?
Not exactly at all.
And they've become somewhat ridiculously expensive. You can pay more for just the shifter than you used to for the whole car.
Yeah.
Just off the hook.
And if anybody's wondering, what is this? You guys, I'll give you a little clue. It's not the Impala. It's not the Impala. We just did a little test a few days ago with Eugene. And I don't want to go into extreme. I won't do anything. If you guys, it's going to come in the future, an update video when we get the Charger 500 finally running with open headers because we don't have the exhaust system yet. But we have to get it running to check everything else. We want to check the charging system, the cooling system, the oil pressure. Well, the oil pressure when you're from the dyno. We got it going. We want to see the fuel line, the fuel gauges, everything working. But this is from this Charger, you guys. Yeah, and let me tell you, we did a little burnout. Not exactly a burnout, just spun the tires. So stay tuned in a week or two, George.
Yep. Monday will be the Impala. The Monday next will be the first.
Yes, on this coming Monday night, we got a video of the 327 that is in this Impala, which is taken out and installed in this car. This engine was on the dyno. It was just a basic 327. We have it in the car right now, but we did a video on it. So you guys stay tuned for Monday night and check it out. It's just a basic 327 that we took a lot of pieces, put camel heads on it, put a nice dual plane intake, and got it running, and now thrown into the Impala. This is a 1966 Impala, red on red. Beautiful car, convertible.
And you'll get to see a lot more of that on Monday, and then the Monday after, you get to see how this happened.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's true. And Nick, I want to tell you something. You know how I got started? Come, I'll show you.
Sure.
Come over here.
Nick's got a little display for us tonight.
This is where I got started. I used to play with model cars. I know it sounds crazy, but you guys, we all started with something, you know. I was young, I was a kid, I always loved cars, and this is what I grew up with, you guys. Look, this is what I grew up with. You know, what more can be more fascinating when you're a little kid? This is what you play with. Yes, you know, there are die-cast, there are models. I used to build models, like you buy a kit that's in 100 pieces, you buy it, you buy the glue, you buy the paint, you build a car, and then, you know, you have so many, and this is what I grew up with. And now, After playing with all these cars in my life, now I'm playing with the real things. If you guys take a look at my shop, now we're looking at the real thing.
As a kid too, I used to play with the little kids.
Hot Wheels,
Yeah, yeah.
Matchbox,
Yeah, yeah.
Corky toys. Yeah.
And those
Amen.
little kits, it would look way better on the box than you would actually make after. Like half the pieces would break when you would start making them.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, here, if you take a good look, you guys, I want to show you something. This is a cool Challenger, which we built here in my shop, which is my Kawasaki Challenger, exact replica here as a die cast, which was built 2-3 years ago, or should I say 3 years ago, in my shop. Then, now, I got something that's very close to Eugene's Charger that we built this year. Classic, what is it called? Canadian Classics. They used to have a magazine in Canada for classic cars, which I'll get to in a minute. This is the same color, 69 Charger, a T, but not a 500, which is right there. And then I wanted to mention the Charger we call Swiss cheese, or actually American cheese. The green Charger that came in that belongs to Stefan. Stefan is doing exactly this. He's building a 1970 Charger, like a Dukes of Hazzard. I'm sorry, not a Dukes of Hazzard, I'm sorry. I meant Fast and Furious. It's exactly what I wanted to say. Fast and Furious. Black car, just like this Charger, with a red bumblebee stripe. This is what he wants. He won't have the blower. The only difference is this is a 69, but what Stefan is building, it's a 70. So Stefan, if you're watching, this is what's coming up in the future here in this shop, minus the blower. Yeah. Yes, we're working on it. And also, this is a Charger, the Australian model, which was given to us by a viewer from Australia. Another die-cast, completely different cars. It's a 6-cylinder, known as a Hemi, and it's the Australian model. And you know what?
Beautiful shape.
It's a beautiful car, man. It's a right-hand drive.
Tremendous model.
Beautiful.
Yeah, but right now, Stefan's Charger is the Fred Flintstone edition with all the holes in the floor pan.
Yes, we're working on it. Let's see if I could open the hood. Let me see that. I think I got to turn this upside down.
There we go.
There we go. 6-cylinder, and they call this a Hemi. If you look at the quarter panel, like so, it says Hemi, doesn't it? Total strange, total different.
Yeah, Hemi on the back corner.
But it is a sharp-looking car. This is cool, eh?
And the gift of a very generous viewer.
That is correct.
Cool stuff.
And this is also a gift from a generous viewer here at Nick's Garage.
These are just a little easier to store than the full-size ones.
Oh, yes, I also wanted to say, Eugene, if you're watching, the tire for your spare is in. I got the rim in the trunk, so that's ready to be installed and thrown in. I got the jack, I got the hook, I got the floor mat coming in this week for the trunk. So then we're going to finish off the trunk area any day soon.
Unless you keep doing this, we're going to have to go get a couple more new tires.
Yeah, we're going to wear out the tires pretty quick. But the best part is I want to get this car done. The exhaust system will be coming in Eugene's car. Eugene, I've placed the order. I should have it maybe, apparently they told me within 2 weeks. So the moment it comes here, we're going to get it installed, hopefully for a beautiful day. And then you know what? Take it for a wild ride. Let me tell you. I can't wait.
I'm seeing a lot in the chat of people talking about their die-casts. It seems to be a very popular hobby to collect
You know,
those.
there's a lot of people that collect die-casts. And I've been to a few of people's homes. You have to see the collections they have.
Oh, yeah.
It's unreal. I got maybe 10 of them. And these guys have hundreds and hundreds of die-casts. I
Hasn't
can
your
imagine.
friend- your friend Paul's got a whole room dedicated
Yeah,
to his
he's got all these small die-casts of
Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels, Corky toys, Matchbox. I don't know. He's got all the rarest little cars you could find. Yeah. It's crazy how many people save these things, you know. Yeah. There's a lot of car people out there, let me tell you. And did you ever see this, Nicholas? I want to show you. George, come on this side.
I'm on my way.
These tables were made for Motorama. We have a couple of them. Look at that.
Yeah,
It's got the colors of Nick's Garage. We got a carpet laid out. I have to thank Johnny Zalta and Ivan. We spent many hours here making a carpet, the tables, the chairs, and we're going to make a nice display for Motorama. So I want to do something very unique. You know, it's going to be our first show on the road as Nick's Garage, and I want to see how it goes.
Yeah, it's gonna be something.
And I want to show you some of the cars I built. This is only a few of the cars I've built. Everybody knows that I had this Challenger. It was a brown car, brown interior, with a 318 automatic. When I finished building it, restoring it my way, in 12 months from scratch. I went to a silver color with a 4-speed piston grip, with a 426 Hemi, and also with a Dana 60. There's the Hemi. And if you look at the front cover, there it is. Hemi 4-speed convertible.
Sweet.
Built, if you look it up, you guys, you'll see my name is there. Then,
Nick, you were famous before there was an internet.
yeah, this car was sold to someone in Wisconsin. Then I got my famous Hemi Cuda. Okay, and this is the one I had for 27 years with my brother.
Wow.
This is a rare car, all matching numbers, unrestored. I've had it for a long time. And at that time, back in 1999, if you guys look right here, this magazine took 10 muscle cars from the 10 provinces of Canada, and they wanted to place the best car on their first edition. And which car got picked? My car.
Right.
If you guys look here, my name is all over the place with my brother. And this is the picture of the car in the shop, at the old shop downtown.
A lot of guys saw the taillights on that car back in the day, didn't they, Nick?
Yeah, they sure did. Then I also built another car. If you guys are aware, I built a 1970 Challenger convertible to 3.3 rare, one of 3 cars, right here, which I've taken it to the RM auction, which is right here. I'm sure a lot of people have seen it back in 2006. And I built this car from a very, very rough car, way beyond in the Charger that Stefan had, which we have working on right now. A lot worse. And we built it also in 1 year. This car became a beautiful car. It's one of 3 black cars, red interior, automatic, 3.3 matching number. Yes, it was a very rough car. The motor was seized. I had the motor rebuilt. I've done everything to it. Took it to the show, and I broke all kinds of records when I got it to the show.
Nick, I don't think it's fair to call that a car when you got
And
it.
there
It
it
was
is.
just a lump.
Yeah, it sure is.
It was just a VIN number.
You know, there's a lot of cars out there that have been on. I have other magazines. I'm just showing you a few of them. There's a lot of cars that built. They've been to a lot of places. Some of the other cars, like that 6-pack car Challenger I built with a shaker, which is the one with the black shaker red interior. That one off to London, England. That's sold over there. You know what? You can't follow up after so many years, 48 years of be playing with cars. I've been around everywhere, built a lot of nice cars, and this is what I stand for.
Nick, I got to let you know, Blake just sent you a nice super sticker. I
Blake?
can't see his last name, though, on my phone. It just says Blake's and then ... I'm sorry, Blake, whatever the rest of your channel
Okay.
name is. We'll have a look when we get to the computer. But thank you for the $20 super sticker. Very
Thank you,
generous.
Blake. Thank you very much.
Love it. Nick's drinking tea tonight.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that I don't lose my voice, but you know, my voice like stopped like this for many years, so I still haven't found out what's going on, but one day I'll look into it. Hey, you guys want to see what's on the dyno?
Absolutely.
You ever seen a motor run on a dyno?
Yeah.
You did?
Many times.
Okay, let's go in the dyno room. I'm not going to make a test. I'm just going to let you guys hear the idle. It is a simple 440. It belongs to one of my clients, and it's got cast iron heads. It's got the same camshaft as the Kawasaki Challenger I have. Come and take a look. Oh, by the way, if you're watching, the pistons for your 3D3 for your Roadrunner will be coming in next week, so I can get started on it.
Those pistons seem to be being made by elves in another...
Yeah, they are
Solar
special.
system.
They are special made pistons made for this particular application because we are going to put a 440 crankshaft in a 3D3, build it as a stroker, and get 426 cubic inches out of a 3D3 wedge. So it's going to be pretty interesting because we're looking for high torque numbers on that motor. So we're going to do our best. Here we got a simple 440. Okay, so it's got my carburetor on it. It's got a dual-plane intake manifold from a Mopar wedge. This is from Chrysler. It's got 1.78 headers. So let's get it started. If you guys want to hear it, what do you say?
Right on.
Oh, this is such a gorgeous color on the engine. Oh,
This is what's called Hemi Orange.
yeah, Hemi orange. Even though it's not a Hemi,
Yeah.
it's gorgeous. They don't make it like this. Now you open the hood, it's all plastic.
It's all black and all that, eh?
Yeah.
This is detail, man. So, do you want to hear it?
Of course.
Let's go. Let's get it started. Put on my O2 sensor. I want to show you guys how these gauges work. We have a lot of new subscribers on board. I want to go into details because, you know, this is a dyno room. You know, this is where we test our motors. We build a lot of the engines over here. We build a lot of drivers, I should say. We used to build racing engines, but now we build more like cruisers. I also wanted to say that this glass is 1.25 inches thick, bulletproof, which I got from a bank downtown in Montreal. We've updated the computer a few years ago, and this is what we're all about. We built this room just for dyno testing, and I'd like to have every engine dyno tested before it's delivered to a client. You know, everybody who buys a motor, or should I say when I build a motor for them, they want to see the horsepower, they want to see if there's any vibrations, noises, vacuum leaks. You want to adjust the carburetor to their what the engine demands, to verify the timing, break in the cam, do the adjustment on the walkers if there's a backlash on them or anything like that. I'm sorry, the valve lash, I should say. Also, and to see if there's any water leaks, vacuum leaks, or anything like that. So here we go. Put the old 2 sensor on.
I'll scream out, "Thank you, Moose Man, for the sticker. $5, Moose Man. Thank you."
Thank you.
Here comes the noise.
How come this is not going on?
Watch your headphones, everybody.
Give me 1 second, please.
Headphone users, you have been warned.
Okay, it's on. How come it's not working? That's funny. It's not working anymore. You know what? Maybe it'll go on after. Give me a minute.
I heard the beep.
But it doesn't want to go on. Look, I'm waiting for the O2 sensor to come on. We also upgraded our battery charger because we wanted to. So we upgraded that. See why the O2 sensor is not coming on.
I have a couple of complaints about sound, so I'm just double checking my connection here.
Maybe it's my voice.
I hear you good on my headphones, my monitors. Oh, there goes the phone.
Who could that be? You know what? I won't answer it.
Just make sure it's not super important.
It's our buddy Manny. Manny, how you doing? Hello? Manny, yes, sir. Oh.
Manny's calling in. He's watching live.
No, it is on. Yeah, I'm going to check. Hold on, okay? Hold on.
He wants us to check the switch on the dyno over here.
Here. It's on. I'm sure it's on. Yeah, it's on. Here, I'll turn it off. I'll turn it on again.
Battery connection?
I don't know. Here. I'll put this on. Manny, give me a few seconds, okay?
Manny is the man calling in to help from remote.
All right.
Thank you, Manny.
I don't see why it's not working.
Double check those connections.
I don't see why.
This is live TV, everybody.
Well, you know what? Let's try it out. Come on, it is connected. There's this, the main switch.
I see
That's
green
on.
lights on the box up here. Super
Okay.
Flow is lit.
That's on.
Green
Everything's
lights on.
on.
The control box.
For some reason, it doesn't want to come on. You know what? Let me get it started and see what it does. Let's see.
Let it rip.
Doesn't want to start. I
Comes the
mean,
noise.
it doesn't want to start going on the O2 sensor. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We got an engine idling at about 750 RPMs. You know, we like to look at the oil pressure, the vacuum, how much vacuum it has to make sure we have power brakes. We're going to look at the water temperature. Then we look at the battery voltage, the O2 sensor. There it is. It just went on. That's air fuel ratio. And you know, we look at all these things before the engine's installed in the car. We want to check for oil leaks, which if you want to take a look after, if you want to rev it up, you know. I'm not going to make a test. I'm waiting for my client to come in so I can do the test with him. But if you guys want to see, let's go in the room there. Got to bring up the RPM. V8, right?
Yeah, there's nothing better than the sound of a V8.
That sounds great. Here, I'll control the idle from here. It sounds good, man. I love it when you put a load on it like this. I'll show you. Here we go. There's no test. You see? And they turn on the computer anyways. I know, you know what it is, eh? Here. I gotta put on the I have to put on the computer and start setting it up. But anyways, I'm not going to do a test anyways. But I just wanted to show you guys what goes on. There's a lot of work putting an engine on the dyno, get it running, tune it, take it off, then install it in the car or deliver the engine to the client. But the best part is right here, you guys. But you know, there's nothing like being here in person and you hear this engine blast at full throttle, especially when you take it with 7,000 RPMs. But this is the most interesting part. You know, we set the timing, air fuel ratio. Look, if you take a good look, there's no oil leaks whatsoever. So hopefully my client comes in next week, makes up test, see how it goes, and we'll take it from there. There you go, guys. NEIKO, what do you think?
Yeah, it's amazing.
This is my favorite part in the shop, building an engine. And I like my screen there that we got. It works. So far, it's still working with all the vibrations in the room. It still works great. Wow, the other one didn't last long, but this one did a pretty good job.
What I love about these cars, it doesn't matter. You can always hear the sound of the engine. It's like the perfect decibel, like what you can hear. Now with modern cars, I took my dad's Mustang EcoBoost. It's an amazing car, but if you have the windows up and the radio just a little bit, you can't hear it. You can barely hear the engine.
Yeah, these old cars, you hear them.
Yeah.
You know, I got even that Chrysler has a nice idle too, the one with that 69 with the 440 in it. And you know, we should get that 427 started later on the what do you call it? On the Parisien.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, I don't know, what time is it? Do we have a lot of chats? A lot of questions?
The chats are rolling, Nick. I had one question while
Go
we're
ahead.
in here and we're talking about the dyno. The impeller. It's so hard for some people, for me, to understand what's going on back here. How does it generate resistance for the engine?
Well, I don't know how to
Is there a
describe
simple way
it.
to put it?
I don't know how to describe it. This works under load with water pressure. You know, you got to hold the engine back. It's like you have a high stall, or should I say a very tight torque over it. You throw it into gear and you torque it up and it locks it up. I don't know how to say it in details, but it's like water. It works on fresh water supply, which is right here. Comes down from the city. Then we use it here. And then, you know, as you load it up, it works electronically, of course. It's got an impeller in there, and it builds water pressure, and it works against the RPMs to hold the RPM down. Then you have a brake. You press the button, you let it go. You set it to whatever you want, 300 RPMs per second. You let it press that button. Then slowly releases some of the water, and then it builds up the RPM to the limit you set it at. I don't know. I wish I could explain it better, but
I think you just did perfectly. I
Yeah.
mean, because if it wasn't there, the engine would just instantly rev up to the maximum.
oh yeah, I would just like rev up neutral.
So it needs something to push against.
Yes.
So the effect of that impeller being twisting against the water pressure,
Oh yes,
that gives it enough to slow down, but it's not a solid connection, so there's nothing
That's
to
right.
snap. It's,
that's right. It's not a metal or direct contact. It works like oil pressure, water pressure, whatever you want to call it, and it does build up heat. Let me tell you.
and all in
So-
that tiny little blue thing there. It
That's
takes all
right.
that power.
You know, we've placed the seals a few times on it after so many years, but you know what? It's working great. Okay, now let's go see. I'm just wondering how many. Do we have a lot of questions with chats?
You've got 700 people watching you right now, Nick.
Okay, let me go and answer some of the questions because I noticed that early before we got started, we had a lot of questions. I know a lot of you guys shoot questions before I even get started, but let's take a look and see what if I can catch up on any.
Right
NEIKO, come and check this out.
Sure.
This is time for a live chat. Come on this side and watch this. Come on this side, NEIKO.
This is one
Here
of the
we go.
coolest things about your channel, eh, Nick? The
Yeah.
fantastic folks.
Look,
who
can you
get
read the
to-
questions?
How are your eyes?
Look at that.
Where do you want to start?
Well, let's see now. I'm going to try to see. I'll try to catch them up as much as I can. Shop Cat Industries. Okay, we got here real address and you're referring to I'm Canada made. Okay, let's say here Sylvia. Hey Nick, can you dyno marine engine that is reverse rotation? No, not really. Not really. Let's try this one here. Kenneth Bosia. Do you ever got Chevys in there? Of course we got Chevys in there. We have one coming Monday night.
Nick has love for all brands.
Any of this American made V8, I love them. Mark Hammer, happy Good Friday, guys. Oh, by the way, I was telling everybody earlier, whoever celebrates Easter, happy Easter, you guys.
Happy Easter.
Yes. Here's there, David. Hello from Alabama. Michael Damo. Nick, did you leave Manny on the phone? No, he closed it. I already spoke to him. No, I didn't forget him. Here, Christopher Mann. How much horsepower can you get out of a 1995 454? Never worked on one yet. I don't know yet. Ed Grant. Greetings from Port Orange, Florida. Thank you, Ed. Thank you very much.
Ed. You're very generous.
Okay, here. Here is Dave from Nick. Love your show from London, England. Thank you, Dave. Here's a Teddy Gun Shop. Ken Thomas, Connecticut. Love you guys. Thank you. Here's another one. Roadrunner James. Does NEIKO Jr. speak Greek? Do you speak Greek, NEIKO?
Yeah, I speak a bit of Greek. Yeah.
There you go. Van Gogh. What do you not have a tank of the dyno? Then you can run the water again and again. I know I was thinking of that, but you know what? We need space. You know, you need a big tank, and I was talking about that. And we haven't done it yet, but maybe one day we will. Not now. How long have you been working on engines? Since I was 16, 17 years old. Native Nation. Whose engine was that on the dyno, Nick? That was the engine that belongs to Ivan. Belongs to Ivan.
Nick,
Wow,
I've
they're
got a
going
question.
fast. Yes, sir. Go
If
ahead.
You've been working on engines since you were 16. What's the longest you've gone without working on an engine?
I don't know. I've been playing with them every week, every month.
So maybe you take a week off. That's about it.
Yeah, when I'm on vacation, that's the only time I don't touch an engine. Are you going to be at Mopar Fest? No, I don't think so because I'm going to be in vacation. Hey, Nick, love your show from New Jersey. Thank you, TJ. 76 Camaro. Wow, it's going quick now here. And from the Netherlands, GRTZ from the Netherlands.
Thanks for
you.
watching in the Netherlands.
Nick, have you ever used Mickey Thompson push rods? No, I never have. No. Happy Easter, Nick and George and Melissa.
Happy Easter.
And our Easter is next weekend. Our Greek Easter is next weekend. Just to let you guys know.
See, the Greeks, were able to make Jesus come twice in the same year.
I didn't know that.
He comes back just for you guys, eh?
Okay. John Patty from North Carolina. Thank you. Love your old school methods. Thank you, truck number. Ted Chiraco. Hey, Nick. Love your show. Thank you, Ted. Noel, hi, Nick from Newfoundland. Happy Easter. Thank you, you too.
Thanks for watching.
Populate Cycles, Nico Car. You. Oops, I missed that one. Hey, Nick. Love your show. And what is the max horsepower you can get test on your dyno? I believe it's close to 2,000 horsepower. Randy Newman. Okay, Nick has a motor ever exploded on the dyno? Well, no, we had an engine that blew head gasket that belonged to Leo, which was a few weeks ago, and
Yeah, that video's only a couple weeks old now.
yeah, it's a couple of weeks old, and you can see it, you guys. It's on our channel. Check it out. That's the worst damage we've ever had.
And what a popular video, Nick. We got to
It
say
is.
thanks to everybody who's been watching that one.
I got to thank everybody that's been watching that video. Let me tell you. And then I saw here John McDonald from Quebec City. Thank you. Hello. Hey, Nick, have you ever built a B1 Mopar? Yes, I have for my brother Jimmy. I did many years ago. Scott Kovacs. My son bought a four-door 69 Satellite.
Oh, nice.
Scott, good stuff, buddy. Good stuff.
We love the satellite.
Okay, here it is. The Bandit. Bandit, thank you. Thank you, Bandit. This guy's around all the time. He's always on our
Always
on
getting
our
good
chat.
coffee.
#1 fan.
Hey, Nick, good working. Couldn't catch ya. Frank Moore, thank you. What's another one? John Patty over here in Apex, North Carolina. Rude Mopar Dude. We have Boss Co 09. Greetings from New Zealand, Nick and everyone else. Thank you, sir.
Right on.
Doug Jones, did you get Leo's motor fixed? What head gasket did you use? We used a Felpro gasket, and just wanted to tell you guys because I know there was no video and update on that 360 Magnum. What we did is we went with a better head gasket from Felpro, and we also used new head bolts. The reason why is because Leo was trying on and off the head a few times, checking piston and valve clearance, and we had stretched those bolts like crazy. So we knew that they were not giving us the true torque reading. So we went out with new head gaskets from Felpro, put new head bolts, torqued them down, ran the engine a few more times, and everything went swell. So now it's just waiting for Leo to install it in his car.
Absolutely.
Okay, Nick, let us hear you speak some French. Okay, what do you want to know? Bonjour, comment ça va? Qu'est-ce qui se passe ce soir? What's happening here tonight?
There you go.
What's that? Oh, I missed that one.
That's a super sticker.
Ted Trapco. Thank you, Ted. Thank you very much, Ted.
Thanks, Ted, for supporting the channel.
I hope you post pictures from the Motorama. Yes, I will. I don't know what's going to happen.
Lots of pictures. We're hoping to take a little bit of video and
Of
maybe
course.
even try to get a live show in.
That's right. We're going to try our best. You're going to film there too, Nicholas?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to
Okay.
get some stuff in.
Okay, here is Rise. Oh, boy, huh? Roadrunner James, I loved how you kept Leo calm on that video. Yeah, he was freaking out, eh? Poor guy. He was very nervous with his engine that he built, and, you know, he put it together, but he wanted to make sure everything went well. But you know what? You got to give him credit. He did a pretty good job. And, you know, the cheap gaskets that we used at the beginning, well, I'm not going to mention the brand. They were not Felpro, but whatever. They looked a lot cheaper than what I use now with the Felpro. And the Felpro was a lot better gasket. So I'm sure now with the Felpro, it's going to work with it.
Mick, one thing that we didn't mention in the video, but I've seen you mention in the comments, was the bolts.
Dr. Go's asking you something.
Oh.
He's telling you make a great video, Nico.
Yeah,
See that?
yeah,
That's for
well,
you.
Well, if it's Nick's garage, it's always gonna be great.
There you go, you guys. From Castle Rock, Colorado. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. John McDonald, do you not forget to like and subscribe. That's it, you guys. Did you hear what he said?
Smash that like button.
That's right. Smash it. Here's another one from Daniel Salazar. Hey, Nick, thanks for the dual quad video. I'm going to run the same intake on a 400 stroker 500 cubic inch and would like to ask you some questions soon. Send me an email. I'll try to help you out as much as I can. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel.
Here's another Shop Cat Industry. That's the way made you enjoy a guy few swallies. Yeah, okay. Can you catch a... Here's Joel Jenkins. Hi, Nick. Joel from Pittsburgh. I'm 64 years young as of Wednesday. Happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday.
And happy Easter to all. You too. Happy Easter. Thank you. Super B340. Hi, Nick. You still have the 1971 rotor hood with that funky paint down from Colby Hill, BC. Yes, I still have it. I have it in storage. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But you know what? I do have your name here, but keep in touch with me.
I want to hang it on the wall.
I don't know what we're going to do with it yet, but I know. Let me, Christos Anesti from Douglas B. You see that? That's Happy Easter in Greek. Christos Anesti.
Hey.
Love your show. Thank you, David. Thank you. Never use made in China gaskets. No, they're not made in China. The ones I use, they're not.
Nick, I was trying to say before that something we didn't mention in the video, but I
What?
saw you address in the chat on that video, was that you also changed the head bolts when it came time to change the gaskets.
Yes, I did say that. We changed the head bolts.
Yeah.
They were stretched so much, and we had to change it because we had the head on and off, on and off. And we compressed the gasket a few times, so that was not the right thing to do.
Better safe
So
than sorry.
that's right. David Ensworth. Horrible weather here in Ontario. Good thing I have Nick's. It's going to start raining here soon, too, very soon.
It's making the flowers grow, David.
Eugene Castle. Here it is. Hi, Nick. I was happy to see that the spare tire came in and the exhaust is on the way. That 500 is getting close now. It sure will, man. I want to get it running. Eugene, yep, they're coming. I got the tire now, and the exhaust is on the way. I got the chrome tips. Oh, by the way, I asked, maybe I should say it, TTI. Eugene, if you're watching, I told him I don't want those clamps. They're so big and ugly. I don't want them. But anyways, we're going to fix up your exhaust system with a better setup that you don't see any clamps at all.
Nick is such a gentleman. He doesn't want to call out people for doing bad work, but
But
once in a while you have to.
They're heavy-duty clamps, but you know what? They're so big and ugly. I don't care what the people think. They're so
blow
ugly.
on Eugene's car.
They
By
don't
the
blow.
way,
That's right. They don't blow on Eugene's car.
do you want to tell people what we did with the first start, that Eugene was there sort of virtually?
What did we do?
We had him on a video call while
Oh.
we were doing the first start.
Yes, we did a video call in person with Eugene when we got the car started for the first time, and then put it in gear, got the gauges to work, check the alternator, check the cooling system, put it to gear. Well, all we know is it backs up, goes to park, it goes reverse. Should I say goes to drive, but we only moved it, spinning the tires for a few feet. But after we get the exhaust system in there, and of course the spare tire in the trunk with the jack and the floor mat, that's on order, should be here any day now. Take it for a drive. That's all I want to do right now. Take it for a
Right
drive.
on. You almost did that night. You were about to take it out.
Darren from Ontario, how you doing, Darren? Thank you, Brisbane.
Thanks
Thank
for
you, Darren Brisbane. Thank you. Eugene, your car turned out beautiful. Yes, it sure did. Nikola Tesla, circuit breaker alien.
Nick, did you know that Eugene is redoing his garage just for the return of his car?
No way, I didn't know that.
He's having it all painted up nice and everything. He's going to redo the floor. It's going to be the perfect box to carry that perfect car.
I got Dave McKenzie, fire up the NEIKO, Nick. Well, no, I got it disconnected, and I would get started when you guys, if you want to see that NEIKO, it's going to be in Toronto. We're going to have it in the Maguire's booth with all the polishing products on it. So it's going to be part of this garage, but it's going to be in the Maguire's booth. And you guys want to see it, it'll be there.
And isn't McGuire's going to detail your car for you?
Yes, and they're going to detail my Kawasaki Challenger just when we get it parked in the show at Motorama.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, McGuire's.
Steph says, Yasu Nico, greetings from Oz. Thank you, sir.
Thanks for watching.
Happy Easter, everyone. Thank you, Danny.
Nick, you were sort of teasing that you might start the Pontiac later. Do we want to?
Pontiac? Yeah, I'll get it started.
So stay tuned, everybody. Before we go, we're going to start the Pontiac.
1800 HP. Did you used to go to San Diego Grand Nationals back in when they had top fuel car dragster? Yes, I used to go to Grand Nationals very often every year.
You used to win.
Yeah, we used to race at San Air. But they had the Century Grand Nationals there in Quebec. By now, that's all gone.
Those were the days.
And you know, Nick, we see you at the Motor Nationals in Pennsylvania. No, it's going to be Chrysler's at Carlisle in Pennsylvania. That's where you're going to see me, which is in the middle of July. I'll be there, Carlisle. I was planning to go there 2 years ago, last year, and with the border closed, I couldn't make it. But now that the border's open, I will be there.
Just try and stop him.
It says here, Nick, how do you bring this down?
There you go.
It says something, Charger. Dave, I wish I could be there when she is back with Eugene. Well, a lot of people want to be here.
Yeah.
What's this here? Just found your YouTube channel. NEIKO Batsos, that's yours, okay?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep.
Happy Easter, Nick, from Pan Am Racer on the 24th for us Greeks. Thank you, sir. Eugene will show his car in Texas. I want to be there. Lee, he's going to show it off in Texas, let me tell you.
Yeah, yeah.
I just saw one. I missed it earlier. Canadian
NEIKO.
Car Insurance.
I have a question for Nico.
Yeah.
Did I hear you were going to be interviewing Nick at the Motorama show?
Yeah, for my video class, my next video, I'm going to do a bit of an interview of how motor shows work, because you don't really get to see the behind the scenes of all the work that gets put into that. So it's going to be like an interesting, short little documentary on Nick.
I love it. What do you think about that, Nick? You're going to be interviewed by family.
And yeah, I heard someone else going to interview me too, so you're not the only one. So we're going to have a good time.
Fantastic.
Okay, here we got. I just saw something. I want to voyage. Someone asking me about 400 blocks. Yes, they are. For marine engine, the 400 blocks from Chrysler are good engines, you guys. They're good blocks. You use them for the marine. With a stroker, not a problem. Are you going to the Motor Nationals in Columbus? Roy, no, I won't be able to make it there. No.
Maybe
You know
one
what?
year.
75 degrees in Southern California. Robert, you're out to say it?
That sounds perfect.
That sounds great.
They were up in the 90s down in Texas the other day.
Yeah. Rob Staples, that's what I wanted to tell him. Rob Staples, yeah, use those 400s. They're great.
Boom.
Frank Moore, make sure you videos I can take that ride with you. We will. When we take Eugene's car for a ride, George's going to set cameras everywhere.
I promise you, Frank, I try to capture as much as I can. I'm sorry for everything I miss.
Yeah. Have you ever run in Bakersfield, California from Moscow drag strip? AGM West? No, I never have. No. Okay. This is for you, Nico.
Yeah. Nico, is that a school class now? Video production? Yeah, actually at Vanier, they have a video production course for how to make short films and stuff like that. Most people, they like to go a bit of, out there or whatever, but I prefer doing cars. It's one of my favorite things. And, well, Nick is family, so, I mean, I get to go and come here and see all these amazing cars all the time. So, yeah, it's my favorite thing to film.
Fantastic.
It says here, here's another one. Take the 500 and the 440.
Yeah.
Aren't we? We should. We're going to see that. King Eric says hello to everybody.
Hey, King Eric.
Yeah.
The greatest of all.
Yeah, it is. That is great, Nico. He's just answered you.
Yeah. Thanks.
Okay. Hey, Nick, Hey, Nick, did you know that HB Halike have gone in 60 seconds? No. I've seen the movie, the original movie, Gone in 60 Seconds. Halike is the guy? I don't know. Anyways, that's something I don't know.
I'm not up to date.
How is Vasily doing? He's doing good. He's doing good. What is your quarter mile AT on the Kowalski? No, I never ran at the racetrack. I could time it from here, this corner to this corner. I can tell you what I did on that. It was pretty quick, let me tell you.
Are you going to ever take it to the drag strip, you think?
I don't know. I don't think so. Frank Moore, thank you very much. Thank you, Frank.
Did anybody notice the smile on Nick's mouth when he mentioned Kowalski? That's what it does. It's not about winning races at the track. It's every time he even thinks about that car, that smile.
Yeah.
And the
Bob,
way he smiles when he's driving.
Yeah. I want to say hi to Bob. Bob, hello, Bob.
Hey, Bob. Thanks, Frank, for the super chat.
He's a dad, so his name is Bob. Bob, hello there. There you go.
Tremendous.
HHO tested, no evidence it works. Scam, whatever that is. Ernest Emery, Nick is the push button Chrysler snappy as they say they are. Thank you, sir. 0 to happy in milliseconds.
Exactly.
Do I like big block, GM block, 68 to 72 era? Scarlett, yes, I do. The Vermonster Richard, Nick, how do you like the TTI header pipes for motor application? They're great. They're a great fit. Great. They fit great. They're one of the best. When it comes to Mopar, TTI is the headers to use. Header's okay, but the clamps, I'm not crazy about them. Hey, Nick, so I haven't received my coffee cup. Great show. Anthony's ready for a coffee cup. I didn't even know that.
Oh, is it one he ordered directly from Patreon? Or from Teespring?
I have no idea.
Or is it one we were supposed to send him? If it's something we were supposed to send you, I'm terribly sorry we've forgotten. I don't remember if we were supposed to send anybody a coffee cup. Oh, by the way, the t-shirts have come in for our contest winners. They finally came in from Teespring, so I'm going to be sending those out next week.
Do you have the list of the names?
Yes, only 3 of the 6 winners ever got in touch with us. There's still 3 winners out there. If you go back and look at the live show where we announced the winners.
Come on, you guys. We mentioned the names on our live show, who the winners were. We gave out the names. So please give in your names so we can send you guys a shirt that you've won, guessing the amount of flags we have in the shop.
That's right.
Don't
But
forget.
the 3 that did get in contact, your stuff is on the way. We haven't forgotten you. We're just slow motion.
There you go.
Thanks for holding tight.
That's it. Snow gone. Hansi. Well, we have a little bit of snow here and there. It's not all gone yet.
Yeah, it's just a little bit left in the corners where the shade is.
Hey, Nick, any ideas why a leaded engine would be touchy about a type of fuel? Depends what? It depends on application.
A leaded engine.
Kenneth, he keeps skipping my question. Kenneth, what's your question?
I think it was what was the most horsepower you got out of Dyno?
Oh, on the Dyno. 1007, wasn't
1007.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a dragster motor. You got 1007 horsepower.
it?
Was it a
Sorry,
Chrysler?
Kenneth, it's not intentional. There are just so many questions, and we're old guys with old eyes, and we miss some.
Yeah, I got Dermot asking me, do you prefer resto mods or stock performance? I like stock performance. I do a few resto mods, but I'm more into the stock performance. I'll bring coffee and sipuraki to Morama for you guys.
Oh,
The
man.
goalie man can. Thank you, man. We'll be there. Sipuraki. That's good.
The only bad news about Motorama is they won't let Nick start the cars indoors. So you're just going to have to look at them. You won't be able to hear them.
Jay, talking about 516 heads. Yeah, they'll work. 67 440 if you have them, or is it better to get a pair of 906s? It all depends also what you're going to do, what you want to do, but they both work. Don't worry about it.
Hey, there's a very nice message from Johnny Zonta congratulating you on approaching the 200,000
Yeah,
mark.
we're just about, I believe we're going to hit it this weekend, 200
Nice.
subscribers. So I have to give a very, very big thank you to all you guys that have subscribed lately. And of course to all the subscribers since the day we got on YouTube. So I guess this week we're going to hit the 200,000 mark.
It's looking like that.
And all because of you guys. So I want to thank you guys, all of
Amen.
you.
Thank you all, and thank you, Johnny, for reminding us.
Let's get some more subscribers so we can
Yeah.
hit the 200,000.
Right
Brimming
on.
Bro, 24. Thanks for answering my question, Nick. Hey, it's my pleasure. The boss, hi Nick. I wish I lived closer to you. I love your show. And you work with great people. Yes, I do. Thank you. Thomas, hey Nick and Nico from Ohio. Love this channel.
Hey, Ohio.
That's from Thomas from Ohio. Let me see. Jay, thank you, Jay. Did I ever have a chance to tune a Studebaker? No, I never worked on a Studebaker. Sorry, Papilio. Rigo. Nick, put a 440 in the Crown Victoria. Nah. Why would you want to do that? Nah.
You can put a 440 in my Chevy if you want.
Yeah, yeah. Nick, is your voice okay? Yeah, it's not perfect. You know, I don't know why. I get it I've had this problem for a few years, but comes and goes. I don't know why.
Oh, I have a feeling I might have an idea why. I think you were doing a lot of talking today. You had a lot of friends over. You're very excited about the car show. A lot of talking, a lot of loud talking.
Yep. And here's Raymond is asking a question. What about the 915 heads? The 915 heads, yeah, they're closed chamber, but they're good. But depends what kind of gasket you're using. If the piston's way below the deck, it's a zero deck. It all depends on your compression ratio. It's a cast iron head, so try not to pass the 10.2, 10.1 mark on your compression ratio if you're going to use the 915 castings.
Thank you, Bandit.
You don't want it to keep a detonation while you're driving, when you're accelerating. Where is Manny? He's not here with us tonight.
Manny's looking after his family.
That's right, he's with his family. And Mika, hello from Alabama. Thank you, sir.
Thanks for watching.
Okay, let's get to 440,000 subs. Charger Dave, thank you. That's what I'd like to
All
see.
right, that's a nice number.
That is it. Isn't that 300 convertible a rare car? I think it is. I think it is.
You sure don't see many of them at the shows and stuff.
I know, you don't. Okay, well, I'm sorry. Drink some Greek chai, it will fix your voice. The goalie man. I just had some Greek chai. Didn't work.
Maybe you need 2 cups.
The boss is asking me, Nick, have you ever rebuilt a Boss 429 engine? No, I built a few Cobra Jet 429 engines, not a Boss. But I'd love to build one of those with the aluminum heads, hemispherical design. I'd love to build one of those. Okay, Leopoldo, De Mario. I'm in Brazil. I'm 62 years old and now learning something interesting about mechanics with you. De Mario, good for you, buddy.
Somebody there falling in love with Melissa?
I don't know. It says right here.
Melissa looks hot AH. Just got to say that fact.
How old is Leo? Leo's 23 years old.
Yeah, just a baby.
Mike J, did you get my box? Okay. I got a few mail, George. We gotta do mail time. I got a few packages.
Okay, we'll shoot that right
We have to do it. Autorama. Yes, Hansi, we'll be at the Autorama. No, not Autorama. Motorama.
We shoot every package Nick receives in the mail on camera. We want to thank everybody. Nick, we're closing in on the hour. If you want to start that Pontiac.
Okay. Wow. Hello, Nick. This is CC Ryder. Hello, Nick from Richard Petty Mopars, North Carolina.
Sweet.
Yes, Petty Enterprises. NASCAR. NASCAR World.
There we are.
Here we go. Hard Rod Lead 54. Hello, Nick from Sweden, and happy Easter. Thank you.
Thank you, Sweden.
Anthony Kiddy, did you think of reorder the coffee mug? Oh, I don't know. I think I'm lost with this one. Anthony again, same guy.
Oh dear. I don't think you should reorder it. If you have an order number that came with the email when you made your first order, give the company a call. They're very good about making sure everybody's happy. Sometimes things disappear in the mail or whatnot. They've never let us down when we've had a complaint like that. Just give them a call, give them your order number, and I'm sure they'll make it right. If they don't, let me know, and I'll send you one myself.
There you have it. Okay, did you measure the head bolts? David, these head bolts you can't measure. They're factory head bolts, and they're not like ARP that have a point where you can measure the stretch. So all we did was buy new head bolts, torque them down, and that was it. And we got Kale Ritzinger. Hello from Michigan. Thank you, Kale. Thank you. Michigan, right here.
Love it.
Mike J, up that 427. They want to hear it. Steve Bidney. Thank you very much, Steve.
Thank you, Steve. Appreciate your support.
Okay. Tell Leo not worry about it. It's all a part of running a journey. That's true.
Right
That's
on.
true.
We appreciate the people who sent supportive messages to Leo in the comment section.
That's right.
Not so much the guys who weren't kind about his haircut. They can go jump off a bridge.
Dave is asking us what time is here not in Canada. We have 5 time zones in Canada.
Big country.
We are in Eastern time zone, which is right now, Dave,
5 to 8 p.m.
Yep.
7:55 p.m., which is 5 to 8. Okay? Okay, what time is it? Okay, never received a shipping order. Anthony says he never got a shipping order.
Oh boy. Okay. Then if you paid with your credit card, that's another way to go. Your credit card company will have a record of the transaction, and you can take that to Teespring.
There you go.
Boy,
Did you
I'm
hear
sorry
that?
you're having a hard time, man. They've been really good suppliers for a lot of years with us. I'm sorry that they're giving you difficulty.
Yeah, that comes from Teespring, not from us directly.
We're going to make it right, though.
Doug Bowl, thank you very much. Thank you. My late father was awarded gold-plated tools as a Chrysler mechanic. Mopar, yeah. We had some tools from Mopar.
One of your very generous viewers sent you a set of those gold-plated Mopar mechanic tools. When you passed a certain training level, they would give out gifts like that. Very cool.
Okay, 426 Roadrunner is asking you, we have your engine room projects. Right here, we got a few of them right here.
Wanna have a look
And
around?
then we got Patrick who says hello from Wisconsin. And Johnny's up there saying, let's hope and get that 200,000 subscribers.
They're coming.
Hi, Nick from Vancouver, Bikes and Acreage. Oh, wow, there's so many, Nick, gang.
Yeah.
I can't catch up. Kansas City, hello. Dan, thank you very much.
I was
9
just
to
gonna
8
show-
p.m. in Newfoundland.
We were
Okay.
talking about what's going on in the engine room.
Okay, here, just I'm working on a few things here. We'll start with this one here. This is a 440, just a basic rebuild that belongs to a 69 Imperial factory, which this gentleman brought in. His father used to own the car. Now the son owns it. Now he wants to rebuild the engine, refresh it, and put it back in.
That is cool.
Then I got a guy who buys and sells engines. Here's a 426 Hemi. That one he builds them. I put them together for him.
Just another Hemi.
He brings me all the parts. He tells me they put it together and
Out
they
they
put
go.
it together. Then I got a cylinder head here. I got to put it together. We did some work on it. So we want to build it for a customer of ours. And we have a 400 here that belongs to Robert. That's going to go into a 71 Challenger 4-speed car. That's the next set that's going on the dyno. This and this. These two big block Mopars. A 400, a 440.
Building power on the daily.
There you
Nick's
go.
Garage.
There you go. And now they want... Hey?
Are there going to be some good videos watching those on the dyno?
As long as George is here to make time, we're going to do the best we can.
I'll do my best.
Check this out, hey, you guys. Is this cool or what, eh? I don't know if people are looking for this. I know Brewers has a few of them on back order for some customers.
They're not cheap.
And this one here, I just got as a spare lying around just to use it. It is a rear shifter.
I've joked, Nick, you should put one of those on the toilet tank to flush the toilet here.
Okay, I'll get this one started, you guys. I said earlier, this is a 69 Grand Parisien Pontiac Grand Parisien with a big block 427 Chevy motor right from the factory.
One of less than 20 made, we've been told.
That is correct.
Very rare car.
Here, let's get it started.
I bet it sounds great.
You know how rare this is? This is very rare.
Yeah, the Parisian. 69.
69.
100 in it.
427. It's right here on the badge. Right here.
I didn't see the back.
Look at that. That is something. That's rare.
I'm not a big fan of aftermarket rims, but this was nice.
This, if you have, you get it. You go to a car show, you don't see 427 Parisians.
Yeah.
This is beautiful. There you go. Pontiac.
Wow.
Is that cool or what?
What a striking automobile.
You know, you wonder, these cars came with a lot of 350 cubic inch, and then someone decided to order a 427 big block. Is it to put a trailer hitch on it, tow a trailer, tow a boat? I don't know. But you know what? A lot of muscle cars back in the late 60s, early 70s, when I see them around, when I was buying cars, looking at cars, a lot of them had trailer hitches in the back. The reason why? People were buying muscle cars so they could do some towing, which freaked me out. And I've seen this so often that I guess people wanted a muscle car to do some towing. And there you have it.
Our sharp-eyed listeners and sharp-eared listeners thought they heard a little ticking on that.
Yeah, there's a little exhaust leak on the right-hand side on the manifold.
Nick's on top of it, everybody.
Yeah, but it's here for a brake job, so we fixed the brakes. It's a cruiser, but it runs fine. You know, it's got white walls, aftermarket wheels. These are not factory. This is what someone did on his own. It's part of a Restomod look. I don't know what you want to call it.
It's just beautiful. That nose.
But the body is all factory.
I love the vinyl top. I'm like a sucker for vinyl.
It is beautiful.
Yeah.
It is beautiful, isn't it?
There you go.
I love it. Just love it.
And it's a nice color. It's not too flashy, but
No.
it also has like a bit of...
You know, you got this, you got that. Like I've told many guys, you don't know what's going to come through my doors next. Anyways, I want to say a special thank you to all. I want to thank all our subscribers, the new subscribers, our Patreon supporters. And you guys don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that button. And of course, I want to see you guys in 2 weeks at Motorama. Be there. I would like to meet you guys in person because you all see me, but I don't see you. But I want to meet you guys in person. So guys, thank you for watching us here on Nick's Garage. And have a good night and a happy Easter.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Thank you, Melissa, for the moderation.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Melissa.
We'll
Thank
see you
you.
in a couple of weeks.
Thank you.
Tune in Monday. New video coming.